beautiful life. He almost forgot he's about to have a beautiful wife. His bachelorhood's fading, moments from being over. His ring finger's warm now, moments from being colder. Black pants, white jackets, the tux is looking swell. Need a moment to himself, get a word of cold shoulder. He gon' need some thicker socks. He's got cold feet, this is the girl of your dreams. Wake up with no Folgers, that's what his brother said. He having trouble with understanding this will be his only girl forever and forever and forever and. They're supposed to never develop separate, and as he ties up his shoes and knots his tie, checks himself in the mirror that ensures the fly. Looks in his rear view, staring at his old life. Keep your eyes on the road, homeboy, you wave goodbye. You look at her, she looks at you. It's almost that time for you to say I do. Almost that time for you to make that change. Please her and please you, that should be your aim. You look at him, he looks at you. It's almost that time for you to say I do. Almost that time for you to make that change. Please him and please you, that should be your aim. She takes her time getting dressed. She wants to look perfect as she enters the next part of her life. She knows it's gonna be the best. Nervous of what comes next, cause she's never had sex. So pure, just like God intended. One thing perfect through all of her imperfections. She gets mad too quick, a whole lot of selfish, but loves him with everything in her, so selfless. Such an oxymoron, but it's more about it that he's got to explore on. High heels on, train is dragging. The ring on her finger's about to have a best friend. And her best friend's turning husband, because she more than just loves him. White dress, she's ready for a man with a garden in her hand, ready to walk the aisle. You look at her, she looks at you. It's almost that time for you to say I do. Almost that time for you to make that change. Please her and please you, that should be your aim. You look at him, he looks at you. It's almost that time for you to say I do. Almost that time for you to make that change. Please him and please you, that should be your aim. The wedding scene so glamorous. He's at the front shaking like he can't handle it. This is the first time he's more than just an amateur. So put your palms together as they go hand in hand with this. But first she has to walk that aisle. Flowers being sprinkled by a beautiful child. Then he unveils what's under the veil. Sitting by a few tears was a dimple by a smile. Suddenly all of his fears disappeared, and all the girls he wanted don't exist in his head. He never used to wish he was here, cause his job he's taking on, he's supposed to never quit. But some sign their letters of resignation, and some climb high levels of elevation. She wonders how far they will go. They've been dating 6 years, there's plenty of preparation. The story must continue. He got his plate now, no ordering off the menu. Everything he ever wanted in a woman's right there, but the future's still not quite clear. But she knows one thing, as long as they're dependent on a quarter 3 strings. One string for her, one string for him, one string for God. But no him, there's no them, as they stand on the side with the minister in the middle. They both say they vow, she finishes with a giggle. He smirks a little, knowing this is the beginning. No more her and him, and they both know they're winning. The minister says, do you take this man that having a hold from this day forward? For better or for worse, to death do you part? She says, I do. Then he says, do you take this woman that having a hold from this day forward? For better or for worse, to death do you part? He says, I do. In front of all of these witnessing eyes, with all the tears that he just can't disguise. The ring on his finger that represents forever. Take your time, man, and kiss your bride.